So the Cincinnati Bengals have fired senior defense assistant Mark Duffner and defensive quality coach Louis. Louis. Also will not return to the team next season per sources. That makes 5 departures for the Cincinnati Bengals staff on defense side of the ball. Now this is obviously, again, nothing really out of the ordinary, in all honesty, because you're going to get a new defensive coordinator. He'll probably bring in his own staff and his own guys, right? So this is kind of like the prelude of, okay, we're trying to clean house on defense at least. We're trying to get all new defensive guys. So it's not too surprising that they got rid of these guys. I'm honestly surprised they kept them as long as they did when it comes to this offseason transition. But we're probably going to see more people fired on defense. We're just going to continue to see it more and more and more in defense. And offensively, we're probably not going to see anyone fired. Zach Taylor will still be coach. Dan Pitcher will still be, him. We fired Frank Pollock on offense, which was great. But everything else will probably stay on offense. Defensively, though, again, it's very possible, again, depending on the new defensive coordinator. So we're going to probably interview some defense coordinators after the Super Bowl, would be my guess. There's obviously a lot of candidates that are options. We already interviewed 2 people, but kind of just trying to get around the Rooney Rule. That's why we interviewed them. So we'll probably see what ends up happening after the Super Bowl. And also keep in mind, the reason why also we're going to probably wait is because more coaches will get fired, right? So as the off season kind of rolls its ugly head around, more coaches will get fired, more options will be available. Some coaches will get hired different places. I know the Mike Vrabel went to the Patriots. The Jets are currently in talks with a couple of different guys. So people will get hired, but also more options will become available. I still believe that the Bengals are more interested in Al Golden than anything, and I think that's kind of their guy right now. They're just waiting for the natty to be over with so that they can bring him to the NFL. Keep in mind, it's not a guarantee that if he comes to the NFL, he's going to be very as successful as he was in Notre Dame. He used to be our linebacker coach back in the day, so there is that connection, and as I said many times, that family environment. That's what, the Bengals love. So they're probably going to keep that concept going when it comes to Al Golden. If it's not Al Golden, I still think there's a chance at Matt Eberflus, as he is a good defensive mind. There is also a chance at some nobody, pretty much. And the biggest fear, as always, is Mike Brown tries to go cheap with this and get the cheapest player possible to avoid having to pay him. And that would be the biggest fear, but I think it's going to be Al Golden. But also keep in mind, it's not guaranteed that Al Golden wants to leave or wants to leave Notre Dame. It's very possible he wants to stay there, especially college. When it comes to being a defensive coordinator in college, you get paid a lot of money. And especially now with the NIL deals, more money for college football, people are getting paid. They don't always want to go straight to the NFL. They might not be good in the NFL. And if they're not good in the NFL, why give up your spot in college where you can be very successful in college? So we have to wait and see what ends up happening here. I have faith that we're going to hopefully get someone decent. Or Zach Taylor is just going to one day come out and say, hey guys, I am now officially, the defensive coordinator. And I'm going to be the offense and the defense. And who knows, we might fire Simmons and it might also be Zach Taylor calling special teams. But I hope it's someone good. It's just one of those situations when you look at the list of different defense coordinators and who's available, there's not always the best of options available. Once players or coaches start getting hired places, right? The options start dwindling, okay? Only so many. I think there would be right now a solid 5 options. So if there's 5 options, 4 of those 5 options go like this, and we're sitting there like, don't worry, we got Al Golden. Al Golden's like, nah, I'm saying college. We're sitting there like, wow, we got our tail between our legs, and we have no idea what the fluff to do. So, hopefully, we're not in that situation. But, again, we'll have to wait and see. That's not going to happen until after the Super Bowl. So, it's going to be a fun time. So, tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Who day, boys? Who day? Sorry, guys.